You're watching 48 FastCast.
Welcome in, y'all. 7:01 a.m. Thanks for joining us for the 48 FastCast, where we have all the news, weather, traffic, just under 10 minutes today. Weather, the big story, really has been all week long. Just so pleasant out there, Jeff.
What a wonderful morning to wake up to 50-degree temperatures, right? I mean, I don't know. I didn't think we could do that in August. I've been here for 3 years now, and I have not had an August that ended like this since I moved here, because it has been really delightful all week long. You wake up and you have these pleasant mornings where you pop some sunshine and you maybe grab a light jacket or a sweatshirt at the end of August to start your day, because it's in the 50s out there, and it's certainly cool. It's not humid outside at all, so it just feels refreshing. Where you do have a little fog, it's annoying to have. I get it. It's not a huge impact this morning, and it will only last a little longer. Once the sun pops and it's up there for a little while, it will burn off whatever fog we have. And the temperatures that are in the 50s to near 60 will turn around to about 80 by noon, mid-80s in the afternoon. Clouds and rain will stay south of us, and therefore it really does turn out to be a fantastic Friday. If you have outdoor plans or getting on the road early for your Labor Day weekend, looks like it will be delightful here locally. And it looks like much of the weekend will keep sunshine in the forecast as well. I'll have more on your Labor Day forecast coming right up.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
All right, we still have that slowdown on 231 southbound right at Bob Wade Lane in Meridianville. We're seeing some slowdowns in the northbound lane there as well, so just be aware of that if you're traveling through there. Taking you now to Athens, where traffic's starting to pick up a bit on 72, really in both directions. Also, if you're going into the city, you may hit a bit of a snag there. Drive times right now still looking good and up to speed. Decatur to Huntsville and Huntsville to Decatur will take you about 20-25 minutes. All new this morning, a Huntsville man is behind bars after police say he led them on a chase through multiple cities and then ended up crashing. Now, this is some new video from that crash scene. This happened last night at the intersection of Maston Lake Road and Jordan Lane. The chase started when Priceville police were alerted that a driver wanted by Decatur police was seen in connection to a shooting that was headed their way. Brian Hernandez is accused of leading officers on a chase through Priceville, Madison, and then eventually into Huntsville. That pursuit ended when Hernandez crashed into two other cars. Now, thankfully, no one was hurt here. Priceville police say they found a gun in Hernandez's car. He is now facing several charges, including felony, attempting to elude law enforcement, and reckless endangerment. Hernandez is currently in the Morgan County Jail. The investigation into how a student at a Tuscumbia high school suffered severe head injuries is now in the hands of multiple other agencies. Earlier this month, Deshler High School freshman August Borden was injured in what officials are calling an on-campus accident. The case was first investigated by Colbert County authorities. This week, it was transferred to the Franklin County Probation Office and the Madison County District Attorney's Office. Madison County Chief Deputy DA Tim Gann says the move stems from a reported conflict of interest involving one of the parties involved. Borden's stepfather says loved ones are still waiting to learn exactly what happened to August.
Accountability. We want that, brought to light. We want people to know what they did to our son. We want to know everybody that was involved that didn't cooperate, that didn't help out in the investigation, or almost brought speed bumps to halt the investigation.
Gann says their team will start a deeper dive into this next week. The city of Huntsville will pay a settlement to the family of a late public works employee who was killed in a crash. During last night's council meeting, the council approved a $256,000 settlement for the wife of Hank Hornbuckle. In July, Hornbuckle was in a public works truck with two other employees when it went off the road and crashed on US 231 in Marshall County. Before his death, Hornbuckle had been a candidate in the upcoming New Hope City Council race. Well, still to come, people have been spotting some pesky pests across the Tennessee Valley. We take a closer look at them and the problem they pose next. Some destructive pests known as army worms are taking over parts of North Alabama. They're also causing some problems for homeowners. They're tiny, but they get their name by traveling and eating in packs, so this can cause a lot of damage. Army worms love to eat your grass, lawn, or hayfield, even a pasture. Lily Oakes with the Alabama Extension says she's more concerned if worms eat hayfields and pastures, as that's a source of income for some. Army worms are more common in Bermuda grass, which we see here in the Tennessee Valley. Oak says if they are on your property, it's already too late to prevent them from eating.
They normally will just feed on the grass blade and not the roots or rhizomes. And so control is not normally as important at that point because they've already done the damage and they will begin to fade out. So you can do some watering to your lawn and give about 4 to 6 weeks to see your lawn recover.
Now, there have already been some reported sightings of these army worms in multiple counties in our area, with Marshall County seeing the most statewide.
Now, your 48 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
We watched the sunrise in East Limestone together this morning at 6:19, and now it's up in the sky and ready to go for the day, and it feels good out there. Temperatures in the 50s to near 60, on our way to the 80s this afternoon, and we do it with a good deal of sunshine throughout the day. Satellite and radar cleared out nicely last night, pushed all the clouds south. And this is where the rain is going to be, not just for today, but right into the Labor Day weekend. So if your travels take you south towards the beaches this weekend, there'll be a pretty good chance you're going to get into some rainfall. But for here locally, unless some of that rain lifts north on Saturday and Sunday, most of us stay dry. We've kept a 20% chance in there to kind of cover our butts, but near 90 degrees both days. And then on Monday, a higher chance of rain. When the back edge of that system gets a little bit closer, that rain will likely come in during the afternoon and night, not a complete washout. A few storms linger for Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, whatever rain we have will back off. The temperatures will also nosedive down, and it stays cool for the end of the week, too. That's a nice start to September.
Yeah, looking beautiful. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for watching. We'll be on air with more news, weather, and traffic throughout the morning, so take us there. Have a good one.